So everybody's most well-respected football genius, Colin Cowherd, has some pretty intriguing takes for us this week, Cole. He is telling us we get the pleasure, Cole, of having him tell us who are going to be the three implosions in the NFL season. Cole, you excited?
We both know I'm not excited. We both know I'm not excited.
Wait, why you not excited, man?
Cause, man, you know Colin be wrong, dog. Colin's great at his job. Don't get me wrong. Respect to the man, but you know he be wrong.
That's a great point. He's great at his job, but his job is not to be right. You know what I mean? Like, he is not paid per right answer. You know what I mean? He's paid per viewer. So there's always a distinction that needs to be made there with Colin on what his job is. But let's see what Colin's on. Is Colin right today? We're going to get into that. All right, let me switch it over to this, and boom. I got to be super zoomed in because you know how Fox Sports be. They be trying to get a motherfucker. What?
Implosions every year in the NFL. And I'm not talking like the Bears go on a losing streak. We didn't have high hopes for them. I'm talking about teams that are ascending and talented. Last year, Arizona, ascending, playoff team, implodes. Coach fired, GM fired, quarterback pouting. Denver, good franchise, brings Russell Wilson over, gives up a ton of draft capital, implodes. The Rams went.
Is Denver an implosion, or is that an explosion that never went off? You know what I mean?
I just feel like they were bad. Like they were gonna be bad.
They sucked before Russ got there. They sucked after Russ got there. Like, I don't know if that's an implosion. You know what I mean? Like, I think you at least got to win like 8 games to be considered. And Arizona, is that an implosion, or is that just Cliff Kingsbury doing what Cliff Kingsbury does?
Like neither of those examples are implosions. I think in the case of like the Broncos, I don't think anybody expected Russ to be that bad as he was last season. Like he was horrible last season. Nobody expected him to be that bad, but I don't think it's an implosion. I mean, like it kind of made sense when they giving up as much as they did make sense. But hey, I can see what they were trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
You know who did expect Russ to be that bad? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll knew. That man knew. Because you go back and look at that trade, man. That trade don't make sense if you try to lose, right? Like, oh yeah, we trade Russ, but we want a tight end and Shelby Harris. Like, that sound like a team that was trying to lose to you. Hey, Pete, I see you. I know what happened. You do. You sold Denver a lemon. Lemon. Do they got lemon laws in Washington? Because damn, that was cold, man. Like, that's cold what they did.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You know how like in tune with the team you gotta be to know that, like, hey, you know what? Gino better than him.
Like, it's gotta be a combination of like, yo, I want Gino to be better and Gino might actually be better. Meanwhile, that same time, the Browns out here trying to shop Baker Mayfield around here, like, nah, it's just got a broken engine. Like, you know, they sold Russ at full price. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Don't disrespect Tampa Bay Buccaneers starting quarterback Baker Mayfield. Don't disrespect him.
What's that, like his 4th team in 2 years? Like, hey, you remember the one dude with the fit pick? he switched fandoms to Carolina. Everybody on Browns Twitter was making fun of him. Like, does he got a whole closet full of these Baker jerseys, man? Because like, you remember they changed the jersey while Baker was here, so he got 2 different Cleveland Browns jerseys. He got a Carolina jersey, a 17 jersey. I don't know if they ever made that. You got to get that custom made, right? For the Rams, and then now he got a Buccaneers jersey. Hey, my man's halfway there to being Josh Johnson. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, Josh Johnson got elite jobs. He keep a job. He
Hey,
ain't afraid to walk off the
Josh
ground.
Johnson can't wait for throwbacks to come back in style. You know what I mean? Like, he got it, dog.
He got
The
him.
second throwbacks come back in style, Josh Johnson is at the club every night because he got one for every pair of forces he owns in that closet, dog. Like, he gonna look like Nelly in the Air Force One video.
Hey, what is it about NFL quarterbacks named Josh and always having jobs? Because him
You
and
know what I
Josh
mean?
Johnson and Josh McCown be having they kept a
Josh
job, dog.
McCown, Josh Booty was in the league much longer than a man named Josh Booty should be in the league. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Josh Allen, even if you do turn out to suck again, you gonna be all right, Josh. You know what I mean? Because it's something about them Joshes. And that's an incredible feat. Like, it's one thing to look like Josh McCown and stay in the league. Josh McCown, 6'5". They like, he comes out of casting. Josh McCown, he just looks like a quarterback. Hey, Josh Johnson don't look like that, man. Like, Josh Johnson must be the best teammate, and he must have incredible handwriting. You know what I mean? Like, incredible handwriting.
Hey, no, you heard what Troy Aikman was saying? Troy Aikman was like, "Oh, he's got to be he's a really smart guy. No wonder he's hanging around the league for so long. He's got to be super intelligent."
I like the part where he was like, "Yeah, man, he could pick up a playbook instantly. Like, he has photographic memory." Like, nah, bro, he's ran it. Like, there's not an offense in the NFL that Josh Johnson has not had to run. You know what I mean? Same thing with Josh McCown. Like, after the 15, man, this becomes easy.
Super Bowl to 5-12. McVay's going to retire. Stafford may never play at the high level.
Now, that's an actual implosion.
I'm
the Rams.
talking about you start with pretty high standards, really good organizations. The Bears don't qualify for that. And Green Bay didn't make the playoffs, but they could have if they won the last game. That's not an implosion. But there are, and I'm talking about where there's a physical and emotional and a cultural tire fire, where everything just unravels for teams with high hopes. And I do believe there are...
Hold on, let's go back, man. What is going on with Homeboy's helmet? Hold on, wait a minute. Not this NFL 2K5 ads helmet that Aaron Rodgers still got on. Look at that helmet, dog. What is that? What is that protecting him from? That helmet come with CTE. Ain't no way, dog. Like, look at Joe Burrow's helmet. It's full. It's got like a bunch of protection. That helmet is hard, dog. Like, there's not even cushion in there. That's the type of helmet you give your kid for a Halloween costume. Like, what is he still wearing out there?
Hey, man, with the Jets offensive line, he can't go out there with a helmet like that, dog.
No,
Absolutely
man, he got
not.
the Johnny Unitas on, dog. Like, Jim Brown was in the league when that face mask came out. Like, that's, nah, man. Like, it's crazy. You can't even put a visor in that joint. Like, look how wide it is.
That is guaranteed CTE. That's what that is. Guaranteed CTE.
That is a trip to the doctor's retreat right there. That is one guaranteed ticket.
Ain't enough
Ain't no
ayahuasca
way.
in the world to get you through that headache, dog.
I feel like that helmet looks like he about to throw the ball to Steve Largent. You know what I mean? Like, that's what that shit look like. What is this helmet, dog? I thought they said you can't wear this shit no more. Like,
You can't wear them helmets no more, man. Roger, I have a heart attack.
I bet that helmet ain't got none of the features. Everybody else helmet got Bluetooth in it, man. He don't want that, right? Because he don't want the government spying on him.
He got the wires.
Aaron Rodgers helmet looked like he be telling the other dudes, you know, they got a microchip in them new helmets. Like,
He got the conspiracy theory helmet.
he don't upgrade his helmet because he don't want no technology in it. He's like, nah, man, that's how to get you. Yeah, you ever wonder why you always get drug tested? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the helmet. It's the helmet snitching on you. You know what I mean?
He can't talk to nobody about getting drug tested. That'd piss me off immediately.
Hey, look, he talked about doing ayahuasca still to get drug tested because they like, nah, man, he got to play with that helmet.
Thing just unravels for teams with high hopes. And I do believe there are 3 teams in the NFL this year that fall into that category where there's a really good roster, really good players. We've seen some success over the years, and there's like a hanging issue or four. Let's start with Sean Payton and Russell Wilson. This thing, remember,
Nah,
Russell
you can't
Wilson's
back to
major
back
deal
it, dog.
doesn't start
You
until next
cannot
year.
back to
He's in
back
the
it.
final year of his Seattle contract.
Stop this. Stop this. Stop this. How you gonna put somebody for imploded twice?
If they already imploded, that should have adjusted expectations. How can they be an implosion again?
Well, you know, this is terrible news for Russell Wilson because you know, Colin Cowherd's close friends with Sean Payton in real life. So if he's like, "Hey, bro, this gonna be bad," he must be looking like supreme dookie. Like this cannot be good for us.
Hey, at the end of the day, Russ, at the end of the day, you got your money. You won. It's over with. You won. You don't want a Super Bowl.
You got Princess. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
You good. You good. You won that life. But you might not win that many games this season, Russ. It might, you know what I mean? And nobody's expecting them to. Like, who's like, yo, the Broncos are really getting slept on this year. I've heard more people hype up the Lions than the Broncos.
Especially in that division, bro. Nobody's talking about the Denver Broncos. Nobody expects the Denver Broncos to win in that division. It's either the Chiefs or the Chargers. You know, people believe in the Chargers. That can go either way.
So
but
it's the Chiefs.
They are good. So
it's the Chiefs. It's the
Chiefs.
Wait, come on. The Chiefs with Pat Mahomes back to back AFC Championship appearances, and the Chargers who lost to the Jaguars after being up by how many points? Yeah, dog. I'm sorry. You're just come on. It's the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs and maybe a wild card team.
And you know, the Raiders mixed in there somewhere.
Nah, man, Jimmy Garoppolo. Come on, dog. In the AFC? Come on.
You ain't buying Jimmy G? You ain't buying
I never bought Jimmy G. No, I'm good. In Vegas, all the distractions. Only time I want to hear about Jimmy G is when the reports coming from TMZ. Okay, that's the only reports I want to hear from Jimmy G. Anything else, I'm good.
And the general manager who pulled the deal off is still in the building, and there's new owners. If this thing goes sideways fast, Sean Payton is not a patient man. And he wants things done his way. If Russell is just okay, he's going to be somewhat bitter. That general manager who made the deal, he'll probably view as a bit of a roadblock. He's already been outspoken during camp. This thing has the potential because, again, Russell Wilson is not your classic pocket passer. He has to move to work. The problem with quarterbacks who move, it could be Michael Vick in his prime. It could be Big Ben in his prime or Cam. They age fast. Quickly.
Stop this. Didn't Big Ben just retire?
Ben played
like
for
at
like
40
20 years. He played for like 20 years, dog.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here, man?
Hey, but you notice how they already get ready to throw Russ under the bus?
Uh-huh. Yeah, they're ready, dog. They out on Russ. Look, nobody loves to ride Sean Payton more than Colin Cowherd, and the fact that Colin Cowherd's already throwing the excuses out. Yeah, Sean's vented. I see what Pete saw. Sean done came back there mad. Okay. All right, let's move on to his next team. Oh, here we go.
And the third team,
I already know.
the Dallas Cowboys. Dax.
Oh, wait, I skipped over all the Brown shit.
To keep your eyes on. The Cleveland Browns. Kevin Stefanski.
Yep, here we go.
Wins have declined.
Oh, wait. Let me guess the take. Deshaun Watson, money, right? And there's something about Kevin Stefanski. That's what I'm gonna put my bet on. What you gonna put your bet on? Where this take going?
Let me guess. Let me just hit all the talking points now. Owner's impatient. Is Deshaun Watson really Deshaun Watson again? Are we
wait. Bonus points if he brings up Russ in the conversation, even though there's like a 6-year age gap.
Exactly. Bonus points if he brings up Russ, even though he already said Russ stinks. What else we got? Is Kevin Stefanski really the head coach to get the Cleveland Browns where they want to be? Anything else I'm forgetting? I think that covers it.
You think you'll bring up Myles Garrett?
Yeah, you got to bring up Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
We have a quarterback in Deshaun Watson. Hasn't played much in the last 2 years, and the AFC's gotten very good at quarterback. The owner is impatient. Star quarterback. Is he a star? He certainly paid like it.
No, double jackpot.
Baltimore, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, very good. It's an annual tradition. Cleveland screws things up. High hopes, very good roster, elite people at the right spots. But Deshaun Watson at the end of last year looked rusty. Let's say he dusts the rust off and is just a B-plus quarterback. That will not do if you look at his contract.
Hey, pause that. Pause that.
You know how good B-plus is in the NFL?
The Cleveland Browns won a playoff game with Baker Mayfield. He is not a B-plus quarterback, dog.
And you know Colin would agree with you on that.
He is not a B-plus quarterback, man.
Like, what? Explain how that, like, if the Browns have a B-plus quarterback and they have all the talent in the right spot, don't you usually call a B-plus quarterback on a roster with a really good team, with a really good roster, good enough to win it all with? Like, ain't that what we usually be down here doing?
Like, it's the same recycled talking points about the Cleveland Browns by everybody, dog.
I would have respected it more if he would have went, hey, dog, it's the Browns. Like,
literally.
Basically, that's what he's saying.
That's what he said. He's like, Cleveland always finds a way to
and
screw
the third
things
team,
up.
And I know, you always think we're picking on you, but we've been right. The Dallas Cowboys. Dak's got more on his plate, coming off.
Now, this is like predicting an earthquake in California. You know what I mean? Like, you know who's going to implode late in the season? The Dallas Cowboys. Every year, dog. Like, what you mean? What you mean? Like clockwork. Did they lose to Kirk Cousins? Was that it? Or did they lose to Brock Purdy and the 49ers? Okay, they lost to Brock Purdy and the 49ers. Every year, man. They lost to Brock Purdy and Jimmy Garoppolo. They got 2 packed back to back. Okay. How are we still supposed to? Is it an implosion, or is it just like a fair guess that the Cowboys are going to find a way to fold? Like, this is like betting on the Falcons to blow a lead. Like, it would be more impressive if you said the other thing. You know what I mean?
Hey, why you bringing up old stuff?
Look, man, the Falcons, the Cowboys, the Bengals before Joe Burrow, and the Chargers are all the same team. Good enough to be in the conversation, but you know they gonna find a way. They gonna find a way, Doc. They gonna find a way. And maybe we doing the exact same thing Colin Cowherd did to the Browns. But I'm sorry. These choke every year in the playoffs. And it's not like they got a new quarterback, Cole. You know, that's the hope with the Browns. New quarterback, new life. That's fair enough. It's been Dak been doing this for years, dog. For years. And you know what's crazy, Cole? He's infinitely less choky than the last dude they had before Dak. Because we really want to talk about Tony Romo. Did he win a playoff game in his career?
He did not.
It was not for a lack of attempts.
No, he wants. I think he wants a playoff. I don't think Dak has won more playoff games than Tony Romo yet. Actually,
I think they went to the second round of the playoffs one time with Dak. I don't know if they've done that with Tony Romo.
We might have to look that up. We're not counting.
They're not America's team. Why would we know? So, the Browns are America's team, but
we used to be America's team. I don't think
we still are.
Team.
We still are. We still are.
I disagree.
a certain section of America's team. You know what I mean?
What section is that? Oh no, man.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to, man. That's all I gotta say about that. But Colin Cowherd thinks that the Browns, the Cowboys, and the Broncos are gonna collapse. I have a team I think is gonna collapse. Do you have a team that you think is gonna collapse?
Team that I think is going to just flat out. You know what? I think I do. And people are gonna get mad, but I think I do. You go first.
The Jaguars. Everybody way too high on these damn Jaguars. Everybody already putting Trevor Lawrence in the top 5 of quarterback conversation. We too eager for it. They weren't that good last year. They kind of benefited from a crappy division. And they might benefit from a crappy division again this year. But that don't make them any better. Seriously. Do you think Trevor Lawrence is in that top 5 quarterback conversation in the AFC?
No. No disrespect, but no.
It's not disrespect if we just saying what's true. Like he was not in that conversation all year. He had a cool year. I think 26 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, something like that. I've seen those numbers before. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't crazy, but it was good. It was good. People expected him to make that leap. Maybe he does. Or maybe he doesn't. Like, I think there's a number of ways this can go with the Jaguars. I don't think that roster is as good as many people think it is, but what's yours?
The Buffalo Bills.
Well, I'm in on this.
The Buffalo
Stephon
Bills.
Diggs beefing with the front office.
Listen, man.
What Josh Allen looked like before Stephon. And we pointed out, Cam's last elite year in the NFL, he was like 27. Josh Allen getting around that age. And he played just like Cam.
Even more than that, I don't think that defense is very good at all. I think they actually might be bad this year. Mix that in with all the Stephon
What record
stuff.
are we putting on it?
I mean, I think they're gonna make the playoffs still, but I think we're looking at 9-8, 10-7, something like that.
Are they a dangerous 9-8, or are they they about to flame out, kind of like?
Oh no, we want to play them 9-8.
Oh, we want to play them.
We want to play them 9-8. That's what I was like. No, we want to play them.
Now that's a hot take. They all right. That's what I'm talking about. I just said the Jaguars. You know what I mean? You came out here with spitting the shit. All right. That's what I like to see. All right. Now say the Chiefs gonna suck.
Oh no, I ain't gonna say that. They gonna get 13 wins. They gonna get 13 wins. You know what I'm saying?
What's a Super Bowl hangover for Pat Mahomes look like? Like, does he only throw for 4,500 yards? Like, only 38 touchdowns?
He gets to the AFC Championship game. Maybe he loses this time.
Yo, what happens if Pat Mahomes doesn't win a playoff game in a season? Like, what's going to happen to media? What's going to happen? What happens? I want to know, because sometimes I'm a fan of chaos, and I want to see how the media landscape will react if Deshaun Watson beats Pat Mahomes in a divisional round and then beats Joe Burrow or Josh Allen.
As the great Stone Cold Steve Austin once said, I need it more than you could ever imagine.
They will be reacting like Thanos has won the Super Bowl.
I need it so bad. I need it.
Don't let it be Brock Purdy that get to the Super Bowl and Deshaun win. Like, imagine if he just beats everybody's golden boy. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's favorite quarterback. And you got to sit there and talk about how good he playing. And you know how people feel about that. Like, that's going to be.
I need it so bad. You know who's not going to have a difficult time talking about it? Us.
Oh, might go up to 10 videos a week if that happens. All right. But Colin Cowherd is going to be aghast. Rich Eisen might quit sports talk radio if that happens, dog. Like we ain't going to hear from him, Kyle Brandt. Pro Football Talk's going to get replaced. Like, I don't know what happens. Like, there's going to be so many people like, you know what? That killed it. Like, the villain just won. Because they think of him like Thanos. Like, it's crazy.
Man. You know what's crazy? It's not like we haven't been here before. It's not like we haven't been here before in this division.
Hey, it's going to be a lot like when LeBron won that championship in 2014. And we was like, come on, Oklahoma City, y'all can do it. And then it was just inevitable that they just couldn't. LeBron was too much. He was putting it on them boys. They wasn't experienced enough.
You was talking about 2012 because I was after 2011. After 2011 when it all bad.
Here's what I knew the Thunder were fucked. When LeBron started hitting post moves, I was like, oh, he's not fucking around. Like, he went to the post.
I don't think I saw him play in the post one time that first day in Cleveland.
He said, give me the ball. Oh shit. LeBron not playing around. That's when you knew the dream was over. Okay. Because like for a whole year, people were like, maybe LeBron. We do this stupid karma thing in sports talk all the time. Remember the first year LeBron went to Miami? Oh, the karma's going to catch up to him and he's never going to win a championship in Miami. Now he won 2 of them things. Actually, the most successful stay in his career, Miami. Okay, the only multiple championships that he got was when everybody hated him. But we was all like, oh, it's going to be the karma that gets him. And then we saw him put his shoulder into Thabocephalosha. It was a wrap. All right.
And you just unlocked your memory, dog.
We saw Serge Ibaka on the wing with LeBron trying to guard it. It was like, oh no, this is over. Like LeBron getting this chip. That's it. Dwayne Wade started figuring out his old man game. That's where James Harden learned everything he knows is from 2012 Dwayne Wade. Because 2012 Dwayne Wade is current James Harden. Like just out here trying to get fouled, all the extras. That was Dwayne Wade. He don't get nearly the amount of credit that he deserves as a pioneer for today's game. Because Dwayne Wade towards the end, oh yeah, watch Dwayne Wade was out here trying to get to the line, baby. Flash to the free throw line. That's what I'm trying to do. He wasn't trying to do nothing but take 10-foot jumpers and foul shots. If that shit was longer than a WNBA 3, Dwayne Wade was not shooting it. Like after 2013.
Hey, remember that little state in Cleveland with D-Wade?
Oh yeah. He was there just for the homeboy vibes. And then what'd he do? Hey, Bron, I think I should go back to Miami. Yeah, you should, Dwayne.
I think you should, actually. That's a good idea.
I'd rather give these minutes to Rodney Hood. Okay, like...
That's why him looking at him on the bench.
He like, damn, bro, like, you can't outplay Jordan Clarkson? Like...
Hey, man, it's over with, dog.
You had LeBron out here working out with Jetty Osman. Like, that's how desperate that roster was. Had LeBron trying to take Jetty out with Kevin Durant, trying to make him better, man. Like, oh, God. They really had the boy in the wrong place. But that's going to be it for today's video. Y'all, check out the next one.